Hey Cancer, this is Lisa with the Poet Oracle, and today we're going to find out what's going on with you and the person on your mind. Welcome back if you are a returning viewer. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so, and that way you'll get notified when future videos are released. Today we'll be looking at some tarot cards, some oracle cards, even some personal messages. Just keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what does not. And if you feel that any role needs to be reversed from how I present it, then by all means, go ahead and flip it. All right, well, we start this reading off with the Hanged Man in the reverse, the Two of Cups in the reverse, and then the Queen of Pentacles that's sitting in the reverse. You know, when the Hanged Man shows up in the reverse, you know, this really represents somebody who is very detached, or you may have detached from this individual. This is somebody that it's almost like they cause some type of stagnation in this relationship. I believe that this is somebody that doesn't put forth the effort that is needed to keep a relationship very, very strong. This may be somebody that expects you to do a lot, but they definitely don't give back equally into the relationship. With the Two of Cups sitting in the reverse, that just further shows me kind of a one-sidedness in a relationship. When the Two of Cups sits in the upright, it's beautiful because both people have cups and those cups are being poured into equally. But when it sits in the reverse, it can represent not being able to communicate well with this individual. You know, perhaps there's some type of imbalance, maybe you giving a lot, them giving very little. But this does represent just disharmony, a breakup, maybe even a divorce, arguments, a lot of tension. This is somebody that doesn't know how to do things equally, meaning they will take and take and take and take and take and just give you back a little bit here, even if they give back anything at all. With the Queen of Pentacles that sits here in the reverse, this is somebody that's very, I guess the word would be ungrounded, right? This is not a very nurturing person. This can be somebody that's very manipulative, very neglectful. They also can come across very jealous. I find it funny that a lot of times the most jealous people are the ones that are doing you wrong, right? But this individual is just very shallow, I guess is the right word to say it. They're very just selfish. I just feel very, very, very selfish vibes off of this individual. Very detached, giving just enough to keep you there. Maybe a breadcrumb type person that gives you just enough to keep you there, but not enough to really have depth and intimacy and emotion with this person. Ugh, the energy is awful. But again, this may not be who they are at the core. This may be just what you have seen. All right, let me get one or two from this deck. We have the Nine of Wands that shows up here. Could be dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You know, but when the Nine of Wands shows up in this format, or at least in this is all about keeping and maintaining your boundaries and being very persistent. So you may have set up some boundaries with this individual, or this is telling you that you need to, right? You could tell that she's standing there kind of at guard. She's got a fence here to keep, you know, people out, intruders out, whatever the case is. But what I do like about the imagery in this card is that this is a light and it's right over her head. So once you put up those boundaries that are healthy, both with yourself and with others, you start to really see things a lot clearer, which is hence the light above her head. Really illuminates the truth in a lot of things, whether that be shadow work that you need to work on or identifying relationships that you may need to walk away from. All right, let's get maybe one or two more from this deck. Oh my goodness. The Ace of Cups that sits here, this is all about new love, right? This could be a new relationship. It could be a proposal of some sort, a baby, or this could be just a new passion for maybe a hobby, you know, a job. This could be love for yourself, you know, finding a new way to love yourself, especially with how she's holding this cup so close to her. So I do feel very much so with this reading that it might be time to put up the walls and the barriers with that Nine of Wands that's coming up here and love on yourself a little bit more, because it doesn't look like this person gave to you in the way that you were giving to them, and you may be a bit drained, and you may need to take some time out to heal from that and love on you a little bit more and more. All right. Oh, this is interesting that these two came out together. We have the Four of Cups sitting in the reverse, and then the Four of Swords both sitting in the reverse. So let's talk about which one do I have up here first? The Four of Cups that sits in the reverse. Now, this is all about going in a new direction, having a new outlook on life, maybe even a new option in this world. And with the Four of Swords that sits in the reverse, this is all about being very burnt out by this relationship and really wanting to act. Maybe that means going forward for yourself. You know, you're ready to move on. Now, whether that means that you move on and you're not with this person anymore, or it just means that you move on into a new phase and you guys can grow and expand and hopefully talk about things so that they don't break apart again if you all are trying to be back together with this person. Just be cautious of words, right? Make sure that actions line up. Actions are what are most important, not the words, right? All right, let's get some from this deck. I just don't like the selfishness and the one-sidedness that showed up here in this reading. All right, we got the Magician. This is all about, hey, manifesting for your life, staying focused, being creative, turning your visions into reality. I really, really like that showing up right after those fours, the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords, because this is all about being ready to act, you know, to expand your life in a better direction. All right. Let's get one or two more from this deck. Oh, okay. All right, we got the Four of Cups that comes up again, sitting in the reverse. And this is having a new outlook, a new direction, maybe even a new option. All right. Let's go one more. Getting repeats. Okay, we got two that came out here. We have, the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. Child, you can't even make this up. These are some of the most painful cards in the entire deck. The Ten of Swords, you know, when you think about this, right, the Ten of Swords is all about just hitting rock bottom. It's painful. It hurts. Like literally hitting rock bottom. And why? Because you've been done wrong by this person over and over again, right? Both of these are swords. Now, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. But regardless, right? This person, when I see the Three of Wands, it could be third parties, whether that be another individual, whether that be a job, family, friends, something that this person, themselves, you know, they were selfish. They caused a lot of pain, and it seems like they did it more than once, over and over and over again. Child, let's switch it up. All right. When this person thinks about you, what do they think about? That came out really quick. All right, we have the Four of Spheres sitting in the reverse, or the Four of Pentacles. You know, this person, I think that at this point, when they think about you, they feel very vulnerable, and they feel like everything's been taken away from them. It's almost like maybe this person had a very poverty mindset, very stingy with their money, or maybe over focused on having name brand clothes or something like that, right? But when this individual thinks about you, I do feel very much so that they feel very vulnerable. All right, let's get like naked, like you see through them. Maybe they've told you that. Like, how do you know? Wow. The moon comes up. All right, when could be dealing with the Pisces or something within Pisces season. But when I see the moon in a reading like this, it's like you need to trust your intuition, because you're not being given the truth or the facts in a situation. But because this came out when I said, what does this person think about you? I feel like they don't know where you are right now, whether that be physically or they just mentally do not understand where you are. Maybe you're putting up boundaries that you never put up before, and this is very confusing to this person. All right, let's get a couple more. What do they think about when they think about you? Okay. I'm going to take them. All right, we got the World and then the Ace of Swords. The World is all about this is it, right? A complete ending, that there's completing something you've learned what you need to learn, and you're moving forward, traveling forward. And the Ace of Swords is just that. It's a new beginning, right? It's having mental clarity. I feel like this person, you know, feels very much so that you've ended this, or that you're going to end it for good, and you're going to completely move in a whole complete different direction. Let's get, or you already have. All right, let's get, well, I was going to say one more, but it gave me 3. So let's just see what those 3 are. All right, we have the Devil. All right, now it could be dealing with the Capricorn or something within Capricorn season. But when the Devil shows up, you know, this can represent addictions. It could represent obsession, a lot of sexual lust. So when this person thinks about you, they may be a little bit obsessive about it. We have the Hierophant that came up. Could be dealing with a Taurus or something within Taurus season. But the Hierophant is that, you know, perhaps you wanted that traditional relationship, whether that be marriage, living together. You wanted that higher level of commitment when this shows up. And this may be what this person wants now when they think about you. All right, and then we have the Chariot that sits in the reverse. This person feels like it's all come to an end. It's stopped. You could be dealing with the Cancer, additional Cancer. You could be just sitting within your own energy. But this really represents, when it sits in the reverse, is stagnation. It's not moving forward, right? You've given up on them. There is no more movement forward. All right. Okay, let's get some Oracle cards. All right. Whoa, whoa. That's too many right here, but you got this one. Oh, these were 3. Let's just see what 3 came out together. We have Healing Heart, healing from heartbreak, you know, relationships or addictions. Is sitting in the reverse. And so this individual may not be healing, or you may not be working on your healing, but it is very important that you do so. We have the Mask and Seduction that came out. Now, I found that very interesting. Seduction is all about attraction and flirting and dating. And this person may have very initially on in the relationship put a mask on, so that you kind of thought that they were a different type of person. It reminds me a lot of narcissists that do love bombing in the beginning. You know, they'll say everything that you want. They'll do everything that you want. And then once they have you in their grips, boy, doesn't the selfishness and the nastiness come out then. All right, could be dealing with that. All right, let's get some from this deck. We have Give Your Relationship a Chance is sitting in the reverse. I feel like you're done. I feel like you've pulled back and you've put up some boundaries, and that you're taking a break from this. Even if you haven't left physically, I feel like mentally you have checked out, honey. But we got somebody wanting to reconcile. We got the reconciliation card. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So if you're not in contact with this person, they might just pop up out of the blue and be like, hey, we need to talk about us. We have Love Yourself First. It's sitting in the reverse. It's time for you to start loving on you, period, point blank. You know, there's a lot of childhood wounds that can come forward and make us feel unworthy, where we self-degrade. And it's time for you to really start giving yourself beautiful and positive affirmations on a daily basis. All right, let's get a soulmate. All right, okay. I'm going to take them. They came out too. We've got Your Dreams Can Come True if you have the courage to pursue them. All right, opportunity can't knock until you build the door. And then we have Souls That Belong to Each Other Will Always Find Their Way Back Together. You know, I like this card because it really can represent, maybe there's somebody from the past that's going to return. Maybe this individual and you are going to return once there's growth and there's, you know, lessons that have been learned. Who knows? Take it as it resonates. Let's get a Dream Oracle, the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle. That came out really quick. All right, we have the Afterglow, number 49, Land Gracefully. Listen, it isn't about how many times we fall. It is about how many times we get back up. And what I like about this is, listen, we may fall, right, in a relationship or within ourselves. We may let ourselves down. Others may let us down. But this is talking about the glow that happens when you grow emotionally and mentally. And so let that afterglow gleam out in the world. Let's get you some personal messages and then we will end this reading. We have Taurus that shows up. Something in Taurus season, or you could be dealing with a Taurus. Okay. It says, you will be okay. Know thyself, Aristotle. This is about doing your shadow work and really getting to know what it is that you want, what it is that you don't want, so that you can start really manifesting and directing things your way. We have do something new. Do something new. Sundays are still ice cream treats, even if you don't get the cherry on top, so be happy with what you have. All right. Let's get, that's way too many. Let's get one or two more. Way too many. All right. Whoa. They're coming out. You need a lot of messages today. All right. Let's see. You don't need the entire journey lined up to take the first step. Absolutely not. What are you doing today that is moving you towards what you want tomorrow? All right. Let's get the rest of these. Pain equates to growth. Letting people live rent-free in your head will end up evicting you from it. So be careful. We got twin flames. Honey, sometimes twin flames can feel so good in the beginning, but they burn so bad at the end. And the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Sometimes it's purple. Sometimes you have to think outside of the box. You have to think beyond what has happened. All right, let's get a poem for you. We have ecstasy, number 21, enjoying the every now and then shots of dirty thoughts. As I sip on your seduction, your ecstasy once again has me caught. Ooh, this really has the vibe of a twin flame whenever I read it. This is feeling very drawn to somebody, very passionate about somebody, but ecstasy doesn't always equate to intimacy. And so we have to be careful. Our passions can lead us down some journeys that are painful. All right, if this person could say anything to you at all, anything, no pride, no ego, no fear, what would this person want to say to you? Let's get those messages. What do they want to say to you? All right, what do they want to say to you? I'm not sure I'm ready. You see through me, and I'm sorry for my harsh words. Okay. I'm being patient. Okay. Is they're waiting on you for something? I don't say I love you out of habit. It's a reminder that you're the best thing to ever happen to me. Okay. I wish you could see you through my eyes. I can't let go. All right, I can't let go. Oh, too many. All right, let's get a couple more. What do they want to say to you? A lot. They want to say a lot to you. Your words have hurt me, but I can be your hero. Okay? You might have really told this person the business, honey. I was a hypocrite. What else do they want to say? Oh my gosh. Child, when I tell you this person wants to say a lot. A lot. Okay. Whoa, put your ego up, all right? They might think you're being a little egotistical now. I'm working on being a better person. Good, good. Change behavior is always the plus. Oh my gosh. This person really wants to say a lot. If nothing lasts forever, can I be your nothing? Okay. That feels real love bomby. I don't know why, but that did. All right. Thank you for being in my life. I want a little bit more. Just feeling drawn for it. We can make it through the storms. You didn't get away with that. I don't know what that means, but maybe they didn't get away with it. How did you know? I just said they didn't get away with something. All right. How did you know? This love was so deep, I ran from the shores of it, too afraid to drown. All right, last messages. What do they want to say? I'll close this reading out. Stepping out of comfort zones is hard for me. And one more. Oh, I'm going to take them all. It says, give me your hand. This needs to end. I want to give you a gift. I'm not satisfied here. All right, well, these are your messages. Come back and check me out again.